Operational problems are a common occurrence for brand new attractions, but one theme park ride at Epic Universe, Harry Potter and the Battle for the Ministry, has been particularly troublesome for Universal. And for fans looking to embark on this adventure when the park officially opens on May 22nd, well, you might just have to wait longer than expected. Let's talk about Epic Universe and its signature attraction, Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry, and its line exceeding 5 hours in wait time here on That Park Place.
Over to Epic Universe, and I wish we had better news to share about Epic Universe on such an exciting week, but it's been kind of a mess. Massive standby waits over 5 hours long now plague Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry ride at Epic Universe. Now, as we know, Vesh, they were using the virtual line system. It was an absolute disaster. I was one of the people that experienced that disaster. I was not able to ride the ride during my preview because of the virtual queue and how terrible it was. But now there are people waiting over 5 hours in line. So let's take a look. Guests trying to ride the newest Harry Potter attraction at Epic Universe are going to have a long wait on their hands. Just days before its official grand opening, Epic Universe has replaced one headache with another. After widespread complaints about the broken virtual queue system used during technical rehearsals for Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry, Universal Orlando appears to have quietly scrapped the system, at least for now, but what's taken its place may be even worse. 300 minutes in line, and that was the advertised time. In a recent post on X, respected aerial photographer and theme park tracker BioReconstruct detailed his May 17th experience attempting to ride Battle at the Ministry. According to his post, the Epic Universe Harry Potter ride displayed a 300-minute wait time, a staggering 5 hours. The actual wait time was slightly longer, clocked it in at 5 hours and 10 minutes, including extended outdoor queues, indoor-themed paths, and an unintentional detour that added even more time. What's more, issues with team member instructions reportedly soured that experience for many. So here he is, says, very unfair, Universal Orlando. Once past the Battle at the Ministry sign, guests are told to choose left line or right line. Team member says doesn't matter. Right line is eventually to be expressed directly to Flu. Left line is a full queue, including the outdoor berm, an additional 40 minutes in line. Bash, that's not good.
That's not ideal. And this is why virtual queue is implemented in the first place when it comes to brand new attractions, especially headliners for a park like this. It makes sense that everybody would want to go to the biggest thing since sliced bread. Well, maybe, not sliced bread, but a crepe or something.
Butterbeer crepe. Delicious butterbeer crepe. That is a revelation. Go have it.
Absolutely. I've heard very, very good things, but it doesn't surprise me that that people would want to experience this attraction specifically, because remember, if you're going to Epic Universe, this is really the only place that you can find this specific attraction. Maybe you can go to Hollywood for some of the Nintendo attractions, and likewise to Japan, but only at Epic Universe can you find Battle at the Ministry. And so to have this increased demand for what it many people are saying is the best right there, especially after we've seen what we've seen from Monsters Unchained. I think it's it's not surprising that people would react as strongly as they do. Now, we've been keeping up with the story on That Park Place with a myriad of articles. People will note that, remember, they faced backlash for that virtual queue implementation. And we talked about how people could game the system in multiple ways. And they did, to their credit, actually close this ride down during this preview period, which people were not happy about. But it was in order to get this this attraction to be far more consistent and to let in more people so they could maybe get rid of that virtual queue system, which they did. But now, obviously, we have 5 hour lines, and we've got people that, actually, we've got some images of this. Wallen Ballin right here. Apparently, the line for Ministry of Magic reached all the way to Isle of Berk, the portal there.
Insane, because if you guys know where it is, you have to go all the way inside the Harry Potter area, around like a facade, through the archway, down the street, make a left, and go all the way to the end. And for it to go all the way out there and then stretch down the path all the way past the portal for Isle of Berk, that's insane.
Yeah, I mean, it would be like if you were, let's see, like if you were at Walt Disney World and you had the queue for, I don't know, Tiana's, if this could ever happen, which would never happen, but if it reached all the way to, like, I don't know, the entrance to Adventureland from the hub. That's the kind of.
I would say for the all the way to the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, I mean, extremely long. So this right here, to have her posted here, maybe not such a surprise when you look at those 5-hour lines. People were having fun with that, though, as you can see right here. I was having a little fun with, where this line might actually end up. All across the country, Marvin. I mean, this is some. I couldn't resist. You got to be on the joke there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You never know what's going to show up. But then they had even more issues related to this line because, well, I guess, according to BioReconstruct, there are reports that the team members there were actually telling guests that the split in this line, well, there was no difference. When, in fact, the split was between Express and the actual line, which, if you know about Express line and how quickly you can get on some of these attractions, they bypass a lot of the queue, versus the actual line, well, it incorporates a lot of the queue. So there was a big difference between right and left, as you can see right there.
Yeah, but here's the thing also, during previews, though, Vesh, they're not using the Express. Like, there's no Express Pass during the previews for the technical rehearsals. So
Right.
When the park opens, you got to think a lot of people that are going there, especially after all of these reports, are going to make the investment in Express Pass, which I think will mitigate some of the wait time for the standby queue. I don't know if you're going to get 300 minutes, but then again, they're also operating at reduced capacity during the previews. So
that's true. I don't know if Express will initially offer both Battle at the Ministry and Monsters Unchained. I heard that there might be a chance that those might not be incorporated, at least with the initial rollout of Express at Epic Universe. But we did see at the park, actually, that a lot of the lines actually severely decreased because so many people were at Battle of the Ministry. So that's a very interesting kind of thing, too. You can see right here, though, this is a report that, well, people were not enthused about how operations are actually going during this preview period, with many of the attractions down. I know Wolfman was down for a considerable length of time because maybe they found a hairline fracture in a portion of that attraction that they had to actually take care of. Obviously, Battle at the Ministry was down for a few days, so people not happy with their time during this preview period. And I get it. I think operations wanted a full test of this park before it opened, but as you can see, there are consequences to that decision.
Yeah, so it's a matter of let's say like when Disney opens a new ride, right? It's down a lot, because the way the advanced ride systems that we have today, there's so much that can go wrong. They're all computerized. You're going to get extended periods of downtime. Now, this is a park where everything is a brand new ride, and we have not experienced a brand new theme park in Orlando like this since the late 90s with Animal Kingdom and Islands of Adventure. So this is our first time kind of experiencing a brand new theme park with such a monumental ride system ecosystem that's kind of driving everything forward. So of course there's going to be these massive downtimes, and unfortunately when everything is brand new, it's going to be a major problem like this.
Yeah, this is the first in the social media era to open, the first in the Central Florida area to open in 25 years. Demand is going to be very high for this specific park, and demand is going to be extremely high for the notable attractions within it that people are booking vacations for, and booking stays at the Helios for, and everything else. So really keep track of that demand. I'm asking theme park ops to do this and adjust accordingly. I do think maybe there's a chance that virtual queue might actually be used, or virtual line, I should say, for universal parlance, might actually be used for the portals. We'll have to see how that shakes out, but we'll keep everybody up to date on everything going on in Epic Universe while the opening week is commencing.
Yep, that has been a rumor for quite a while, and personally, I hope that they're able to figure it out without using a virtual queue, but you never know.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.